Picture this for a moment. You're checking your retirement savings, and that familiar worry creeps in. You've spent decades working, following all the advice, doing everything the right way, but somehow, the numbers just don't add up to the retirement you dreamed of. But what if I shared something that could change everything? What if your modest Social Security or small pension could actually provide you with a wonderful life, just somewhere else? Today, I'm taking you on a journey touting incredible destinations where your retirement dollars stretch amazingly far. Places where you can wake up each morning without financial stress, surrounded by beauty, culture, and warmth. Your dream retirement isn't out of reach. It might just be in a different zip code. Let's explore these amazing possibilities together. Number 10. Ecuador. Close your eyes and picture yourself in the charming colonial city of Cuenca. The mountain air is crisp and clean. Your morning coffee tastes incredible, and the stunning architecture surrounds you like a living museum. Here's what makes Ecuador special. Your monthly budget of $750 covers everything comfortably. A nice one-bedroom apartment? Just $320 monthly. And here's the beautiful part. They use the US dollar, so no currency confusion. The local markets overflow with fresh produce at prices that seem almost unreal. Healthcare is both accessible and affordable, and many American expats say they've never felt more energized and content. Number 9. Mexico. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, Mexico gets a bad reputation, but the reality for retirees is completely different. Communities like Ajijic and San Miguel de Allende are filled with Americans who made the leap and couldn't be happier. Picture yourself joining book clubs, attending art shows, and making friends who understand your journey. Your housing costs drop to $450 and $650 monthly, groceries cost half of what you're used to, and quality medical care runs about $40 per visit. Plus, you're never more than a few hours from family back home. This isn't about running away from your old life. It's about finally embracing the good one you deserve. Number 8. Thailand. Imagine stepping out onto your balcony each morning to see golden temples gleaming in the sunrise, palm trees swaying gently, and the most delicious aromas floating from street vendors below. Your apartment near the beach, meals that cost less than a coffee back home, and that sense of tranquility that comes from Buddhist culture all around you. Cities like Chiang Mai offer perfect climates and established expat communities. Thailand even created special retirement visas because they welcome older visitors who want to stay. Number 7. Portugal. For those who still dream of European charm without the crushing European prices, Portugal beckons like a warm embrace. In coastal towns like Lagos or historic cities like Obidos, you'll discover a lifestyle that feels both sophisticated and relaxed. Monthly rent starts around $480, and a complete dinner with wine costs what you'd pay for a sandwich elsewhere. The healthcare system ranks among Europe's finest. The weather stays pleasant year-round, and the Portuguese people have a genuine warmth toward retirees seeking a peaceful new chapter. Number 6. Vietnam. Vietnam might surprise you. This isn't about roughing it or sacrificing comfort. Modern cities like Da Nang offer high-speed internet, contemporary apartments, and incredible communities. For under $750 monthly, you're living steps from pristine beaches, enjoying pho that costs $125s, and experiencing sunsets over the South China Sea that money simply can't buy back home. There's something deeply peaceful about the Vietnamese approach to life. Slower, more mindful, less focused on the endless rush we're used to. Number 5. Nicaragua. Nicaragua often gets overlooked, which makes it an even more special find for savvy retirees. In Granada, you'll stroll cobblestone streets that feel like stepping back in time, but in the best possible way. Your colonial-style home costs $350 monthly. Restaurants become your regular dining room, and your Social Security check covers everything with room to spare. The pace here naturally slows you down in ways you didn't know you needed. Stress becomes this distant memory you vaguely remember from your old life. Number 4. Morocco. Ready for something completely different? Morocco offers an adventure that feels like living inside a beautiful, colorful dream, where ancient traditions meet modern comfort in the most enchanting way possible. Picture yourself waking up in a traditional riad in Marrakesh, where intricate tile work catches the morning light streaming through your courtyard. The air carries the scent of fresh mint tea and spices from the nearby souks. This isn't just retirement. This is living like royalty on a peasant's budget. Your monthly rent of just $340 gets you authentic Moroccan architecture with high ceilings, ornate details, and that magical atmosphere you've only seen in movies. But here's where it gets even better. Those incredible tagine dinners with tender lamb, aromatic vegetables, and warm bread, they cost just €3 at local restaurants. Every single day becomes an adventure. You'll wander through the famous Jemaa El Fna Square, watching snake charmers and storytellers, then retreat to quiet riads for mint tea and conversation with fellow expats who've made this extraordinary leap. The healthcare system keeps improving rapidly, especially private clinics in major cities where you can receive excellent care for a fraction of Western costs. Many retirees find their chronic conditions actually improve thanks to the Mediterranean diet, active lifestyle, and reduced stress. You'll discover a growing international community of retirees who chose cultural richness over familiar comfort zones. These are people who wake up grateful every day, knowing they're experiencing something truly special while their retirement dollars stretch incredibly far. Number 3, Colombia. Let's completely erase those outdated assumptions. Modern Colombia, especially cities like Medellin, represents one of the most exciting retirement transformations happening anywhere in the Americas right now. Welcome to the city of eternal spring where something magical happens to your daily life. Imagine waking up every single morning to temperatures between 60 to 75 degrees. No sweltering summers, no freezing winters, just perfect weather that makes you want to step outside and explore. Your $950 monthly budget for 2 people doesn't just cover survival, it buys you a wonderful lifestyle. Picture your spacious apartment with mountain views, weekly visits to world-class museums, dinners at trendy restaurants in the trendy El Poblado district, and weekend trips to coffee plantations in the nearby hills. The transformation is incredible. Medellin went from a troubled past to becoming a model of urban innovation. Today, you'll ride the cleanest metro system in Latin America, explore vertical parks that climb the mountainsides, and attend cultural festivals that rival anything in major world cities. Colombia actively welcomes retirees with their special Pensionado Visa program. They understand that experienced expats bring valuable skills, cultural exchange, and economic stability to their communities. You're not just tolerated, you're genuinely appreciated. The expat community here is thriving and diverse. Former teachers, engineers, artists, and business owners who discovered they could afford the lifestyle they always dreamed of. Weekly salsa lessons, hiking groups, and book clubs fill your social calendar in ways that feel both exciting and meaningful. Number 2, Philippines. If tropical paradise combined with English-speaking communities sounds like your perfect retirement dream, the Philippines might just be the answer to prayers you didn't even know you were making. For $750, $850 monthly, you're not just surviving, you're living like island royalty. Picture yourself in a comfortable apartment just steps from crystal-clear beaches where the water stays warm year-round. Your morning routine might include watching sunrise over the ocean with fresh mango and coffee that costs practically nothing. But here's what makes it truly special. You can actually afford household help. Many retirees hire local assistants for cleaning, cooking, and errands at incredibly reasonable rates. Suddenly, your retirement includes services that were unthinkable back home, freeing you to focus on enjoyment rather than chores. The English language removes that scary barrier that stops many people from retiring abroad. You'll join expat communities in places like Dumaguete or Bohol, where Americans, Canadians, and Australians gather for weekly dinners, organize island-hopping adventures, and create the kind of supportive friendships that make retirement truly golden. The healthcare system offers both public and private options, with many doctors trained in Western countries. Major cities have modern hospitals with English-speaking staff, and routine care costs a fraction of what you're used to paying. There's something deeply healing about the Filipino approach to life. Family-centered, community-focused, and built around genuine hospitality. Many retirees say they feel more welcome and valued here than they did in their home countries, surrounded by people who respect their experience and wisdom. Number 1, Bolivia, and our top choice. Bolivia, possibly the most affordable retirement destination in the entire Western Hemisphere, where your dollars don't just stretch, they practically perform miracles. Cities like Sucre, the constitutional capital, offer colonial beauty that takes your breath away daily. Imagine whitewashed buildings with red tile roofs cascading down hillsides, surrounded by majestic mountains that change colors with the light. The air at 9,000 feet elevation is crisp and clean. Many retirees report feeling more energetic and healthier than they have in years. The costs seem almost unbelievable until you experience them firsthand. Your monthly rent of $350 gets you a comfortable home with high ceilings, traditional architecture, and often a small garden or patio. Fresh produce from local markets costs mere pennies. We're talking about meals that cost under $2 and taste better than anything you remember. But here's what makes Bolivia truly extraordinary. Your Social Security check of $800 or $1,000 doesn't just cover your expenses, it provides a lifestyle upgrade. You can afford to eat out regularly, hire occasional help, take weekend trips to stunning locations like the Uyuni Salt Flats, and still have money left over. Healthcare remains both reliable and extremely affordable. Many doctors studied internationally, and while facilities might seem simpler than what you're used to, the personal attention and care often exceed expectations. Basic medications cost a fraction of U.S. prices, and routine visits rarely exceed 15 to 20. For possibly the first time in years, maybe decades, you might actually wake up without financial anxiety. Not just surviving month to month, but truly living with dignity, purpose, and the freedom to make choices based on what brings you joy rather than what you can barely afford. There's something transformative about realizing your modest retirement income can provide not just security, but genuine abundance in the right place. Bolivia offers that rare combination of affordability, beauty, and cultural richness that makes retirement feel like a reward rather than just an ending. So if you're lying awake wondering, will I ever have enough money to retire? What happens when the money runs out? Is it too late for me to find peace? Here's your answer. It's absolutely not too late. The world offers incredible places where your modest income creates a beautiful life, where mornings feel peaceful, afternoons feel productive, and evenings feel grateful. You've earned this. You've worked hard, sacrificed much, and deserve more than just surviving your retirement years. So maybe it's time to dream again. Maybe it's time to research that plane ticket. Maybe it's time to discover that your retirement isn't an ending. It's the beginning of the best chapter yet. Your adventure awaits. The only question is, which destination will you choose first?